Chapter 6. The Wickedness of the World and Noah's Ark. As time passed and people multiplied across the earth, something terrible happened. The world became filled with wickedness. People's hearts were full of evil thoughts and violent actions, and they no longer cared about God. God saw all of this and was deeply saddened. He regretted creating human beings because of how far they had fallen from his original plan. He said, "I will wipe out mankind, whom I have created from the face of the earth, people, animals, and everything that moves, for I regret that I made them." But there was one man who was different. His name was Noah. Unlike everyone else, Noah lived a righteous life and walked with God. God decided to save Noah and his family from the coming disaster. God spoke to Noah and revealed his plan. He said, "I am going to bring a great flood that will destroy all life on earth because of the evil that fills the world, but you and your family will be spared." God then gave Noah detailed instructions to build a huge boat called an ark. It needed to be strong enough to survive the flood and big enough to carry Noah's family and all the animals that God wanted to save. The ark was to be 450 feet long, 75 feet wide, and 45 feet high, made of wood with rooms inside. It was to be covered with pitch, a waterproof material both inside and out. God told Noah, "You will bring 2 of every kind of living creature into the ark, male and female, to keep them alive. You will also need to bring food for your family and the animals." This included every kind of bird, animal, and creature that crawls on the ground. Noah did everything exactly as God commanded him. He trusted God's plan even though it seemed impossible and hard to believe. While the rest of the world continued in their evil ways, Noah began the long, difficult work of building the ark. He likely faced mockery from others, but he remained faithful to what God had told him. God saw Noah's obedience and prepared to send the flood to cleanse the earth. But for Noah and his family, hope remained inside the ark, the safe place God had provided. Chapter 7. The Great Flood begins. After Noah finished building the ark, God gave him more instructions. He said to Noah, "Go into the ark with your entire family, for I have found you righteous in this generation." God told Noah to bring into the ark 7 pairs of every kind of clean animal, animals that could be used for sacrifices, and 2 pairs of every unclean animal, those that were not to be sacrificed. God also told him to bring 7 pairs of every kind of bird. These animals would repopulate the earth after the flood, and the clean animals would be used for offerings to God. God then warned Noah, "In 7 days, I will send rain on the earth for 40 days and 40 nights, and I will wipe out every living thing I have made." So Noah obeyed and did everything God commanded. He gathered his family, his wife, his sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and their wives, along with all the animals, birds, and creeping creatures that God had instructed him to bring. When the 7 days were over, just as God had said, the rain began to fall. Noah was 600 years old when the floodwaters came upon the earth. As the rain poured down, the underground springs also burst open, sending more water to flood the earth. It rained steadily, day and night, for 40 days and 40 nights. During this time, Noah, his family, and the animals were safely inside the ark. God himself shut the door of the ark, sealing them inside and protecting them from the destruction happening outside. As the floodwaters rose higher and higher, the ark began to float. The water covered the earth completely. Even the tallest mountains were submerged under the water by more than 20 feet. Every living thing that was on dry land, people, animals, birds, and everything that moved, was wiped out. Only Noah, his family, and the animals inside the ark survived the flood. The waters flooded the earth for 150 days, covering everything. It was a time of complete destruction for the world outside the ark, but Noah and those with him were kept safe by God's promise.